latest reports from Syria, Islamic State terrorists have been paying the U.S. Army to give them safe passage with massive amounts of gold. Syrian news agency Sana revealed that ISIS fighters were paying about $2.3 billion in gold bars from secret stashes across the Deir ez-Zor province. In exchange, the U.S. agreed not to carry out airstrikes, allowing the militants and their ringleaders to escape from their hideouts and flee the Syrian army. Some 50 tons of the precious metal was turned over by the Islamists, stolen as they ransacked government stores and banks from Iraq to Syria in 2015. Much of that was reportedly looted from Mosul, Iraq, before the city was recaptured from the terrorists back in 2017. As part of the deal, senior members from the Islamic State remained behind to help guide U.S. forces to where they were hiding the gold. For keeping their part of the bargain, Syria reports that Washington agreed to spare hundreds of the terrorist organization's field leaders and experts. Eyewitnesses say they saw U.S. Army helicopters airlifting huge crates filled with gold from the northern U.S. airbase in Al-Hasaka. These reports corroborate claims from other independent observation groups, including the UK's Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. The observatory claimed the U.S. forces deliberately avoided targeting areas controlled by the Islamic State, hoping the militants would share the location of their treasure. Both Syrian and Russian intelligence have long reported that, far from waging war on the terrorist group, Washington is actually working closely with ISIS to overthrow the Syrian government and plunder the country's natural resources. From Deir ez-Zor to Raqqa, U.S. forces have repeatedly targeted and killed soldiers in the Syrian army while providing transport and safe passage for Islamic State fighters. In fact, one of the last areas controlled by ISIS is right next to the southern Al-Tanf Air Base, one of America's major military command centers in Syria. And just last September, reports emerged that the U.S. was performing emergency airlifts in Al-Marashida, evacuating senior terrorist leaders to unknown locations. Following President Trump's plans, the U.S. will be pulling out most of its troops from Syria in the next few months. According to both current and former U.S. officials, that could mean nearly all U.S. troops deployed there, as well as the gold from Syria and Iraq, could be home by April.